What's up guys, I'm Chase Brogan, and today in this video we are diving into the Labazbo V3 robotic lawnmower, a wire-free mower that actually navigates your yard automatically and avoids obstacles while letting you control a variety of functions directly from your smartphone. It also promises to keep your lawn looking freshly cut with almost no effort from you. But does it actually work in the real world? Today we're going to put it to the test. We're going to see what it includes, what the setup process is like, and what the end result is when using this. Let's dive into it. Alright guys, so here are all the contents of the package. You can see right here we obviously have the mower itself. We have our instruction manual. Here we have these magnetic coils. These are going to act as, if you want to use them, you can quickly create no-go zones where you want the mower to avoid. I'm actually going to use these just to demo this today. These are the stakes that we're going to use. The stakes are used to secure the magnetic strip to the ground. And then of course we have our charger right there, which is going to charge the battery pack that is installed on the rear end of the actual mower itself. All right guys, check this out. So we've got a little trunk in the back here, and we have our removable 18-volt battery right on the back side. So all you have to do is just pinch down this tab, it slides right out. And then from here, we just simply go ahead and plug this into our battery charger. There's no docking station, there's none of that we have to worry about, and we replenish the battery that way. You can see here it's a 4,000 milliamp hour, 18-volt lithium battery pack here. So once it's fully charged, which it is currently, we just pick this back up, slide it right back in, and it locks itself right in place just like so. Now on the bottom side, you can see that we have one wheel up here in the front that's fully able to rotate 360 degrees. We've got our rear wheels back here, which actually are what are going to drive this forward and backwards. We've got 3 blades down here on the bottom, and then this is obviously going to rotate as this turns on, just like so, and those are going to spin. So that is everything. If you ever need to, unclog any grass clippings or, wash this off, hose it down, whatever, you just simply flip it over, or just, turn it upside down, or right side up, I should say, like this, and you'll be able to do any maintenance that you need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and set this down. Up here on the top, we have our emergency stop button, which you can easily click right there. We've got a dial here so you can actually set your clipping height. So currently it's on 60. If we want to bring it down to, we'll probably bring it down to 30. We're gonna go that way. 30 is right there. So basically you just manually turn that to whatever height you want. We have some control buttons over here, power, start, okay, etc. We have a little handle right here so we can easily lift this up, move it around if need be. We already went through the back door there, which has the battery pack. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set this guy up. We have a QR code. I'm going to pick this up and turn it for you guys. QR code right back here. All right, so now what we're going to do is in the app, we're going to hit add device. We're going to allow it to find Bluetooth devices. And of course, we do need to power on the actual unit itself. So we're going to hold down the power button, just like so. And now we're going to scan the QR code located on the back side of the mower. It's going to connect over via Bluetooth. Confirmation that it's been set up. Through the app, you can power the mower on and off, select different mowing modes, and perform firmware updates directly through OTA updates. Here we're blocking off a section of the lawn, and you can see how responsively the mower reacts to the magnetic strip. Of course, the 32-foot magnetic strips are mainly for you to quickly establish areas where you don't want the mower to travel, like flower beds, swimming pools, children's play areas, decorative landscaping, walkways, and garden features. This mower uses AI-powered vision technology that can recognize lawn boundaries and identify non-lawn areas automatically. Instead of relying on buried perimeter wires, the mower uses its onboard camera system to determine where the grass ends and where other surfaces begin. One of the biggest reasons many people love robotic mowers is noise reduction. The Labazbo V3 is rated at approximately 50 decibels. All right guys, you can see how this works behind me. It goes off the magnetic strip, it senses where the magnet strip is. It hits it, it backs off, turns around, goes the opposite way. So it does kind of bounce around and just mow along its, sort of bouncing path, but it does a great job in the end. We're gonna take a close-up look at what this actually looks like here. Once it's complete, it's just coming down home stretch, but you can already see just from over my shoulder here, the entire mapped off area, or roped off area, I should say, is completely mowed. All right, guys, there you go. You can see it is consistently cut. Now, the cool thing about this is it does a great job of sensing where the magnetic strip is. Now, you don't have to use the magnetic strip. I just wanted to section off a portion of this so you guys can see, because as you can see up here, I have a large area of lawn that honestly, this would be a little bit too much for this mower to handle. This is meant for smaller yards, garden areas, stuff like that. So I roped off this area just to test, you know, the boundary line, of course, and you can see it does a nice job of sensing that. You saw it in real time. But as long as you let it do its thing here and go around, because it doesn't go up, turn around, come back down in a, you know, super organized manner, it does kind of bounce all over. So you got to let it run its course. Once you do, though, you can see everything is consistently cut, same length everywhere. It really does a nice job. You just have to be patient with it. All right, guys, so we've got our magnetic strips right here, which are going to be used with the provided stakes. And what these are going to be used for is basically setting a perimeter in an area where they're not clearly defined. So you can use this around the edge of a garden, a deck area, pillars if you want to. You're basically going to use these if you want to make sure that you have a clear perimeter outlines where you know the mower's not going to cross over into the other side. So great to use these, but what's really cool is you don't have to use them. You can still put your mower out in an open area, let it roam, let it do its thing, or you can use spiral mowing. And when you're not using these, you can see that because they're magnets, they attach to each other very nicely, and they are easy to store. The mower is equipped with a 120-degree wide-angle camera combined with AI recognition technology. According to Lebosbo, it can intelligently recognize and avoid more than 150 common garden obstacles. That's important because real-world yards are full of surprises. You might have flower pots, garden decorations, outdoor furniture, children's toys, landscaping features, trees and shrubs, and so much more. All right, guys, next thing I'm going to show you is spiral mowing. This is where it basically is going to start right where it is, and it's going to slowly start to spiral outwards and get bigger and bigger as it goes. It's just a good way to kind of have a smart starting point with this particular mower and kind of control at the same time where it's going. You're going to know exactly where that circle is as it starts to fan out bigger and bigger. So we're going to go ahead and select spiral mowing on the app right here. A little bit hard to see. You can also do it from this button right there on top. All right, guys, so you saw it first right here. The Labazbo V3 robotic lawnmower does a very nice job. Now, this is not meant for large properties, as I mentioned before. This is meant for smaller side yards, backyards, front yards, places where you have a clear boundary, or of course you can use the magnetic boundary lines that I used in the demo portion of this video to set more clear boundaries. It does a great job of not going where it shouldn't. It cuts grass only where you want it to, and as long as you let it do its thing, you're going to have a nice even cut at the end of the day. It doesn't follow a specific pattern. It does kind of bounce around randomly, but as long as you let it do its thing, it's going to cut everything effectively and give you a nicely cut lawn. So to learn more about this amazing product, click the link in the description of this video. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe. Be sure to click that link to learn a little bit more about this product, and I'll see you guys on the next video.